Alright, what's up guys? I haven't made a video in a while, but that's because I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. So, I actually play Magic, obviously, and I'm going to be selling a deck. It's America, which is red, white, and blue. It's got a few different aspects, like, I wouldn't say it's complete control, but there's a lot of control. And there's also Angel, too. There's an Angel aspect. So yeah, I'm just going to show you, but I'm just selling this, or I'm trading it for things from Alpha, Beta, Arabian Nights, sets like those, like old cards that are collectible rather than. Oh yeah, and this deck is standard too, so like you can play this in tournaments and stuff. So okay, I'll start with the actual deck. Two Tamios. Uh, I like the ultimate, which is you can return, or instead of sending cards to the graveyard, any card that goes to your graveyard can go to your hand if you wanted to. So you can either send it to the graveyard or back to your hand. This is like amazing with Pillar of Flame. I could just hold on, actually I'll just wait. I could Pillar of Flame you like 10 times in a row if I had 10 mountains, and then just win right there. I don't know, I just like Tamiyo's. Yeah. Angel of Serenity, you may exile up to 3 creatures from the battlefield. When Angel of Serenity leaves, they're returned to your hand, or actually the controller's hand. So this is a great card to just play and then put everything, exile everything on your opponent's side of the field. Or if your opponent doesn't have anything, exile things from your graveyard. And then even if Angel of Serenity leaves, all those cards in your graveyard go back to your hand. So it's a game changer. Restoration Angel, you could blink Snapcaster, play another spell, make it so your opponent's spell doesn't have a target. Good card. 3 Niv Mizzets. I mean, it's just, I think it's crucial for this deck. Especially, I don't know about 3, but 2 to 3 is definitely my amount, because when I had 2, I didn't, like, I don't know, I really didn't draw them enough when I needed them. And, yeah, I mean, it's an amazing card because you can pay 1 red and a blue to deal a damage. So let's say you deal 5 damage and you also draw that many cards. And not to mention it's a 5/5 flyer. Whoops. For Snapcasters, when Snapcaster enters the battlefield, you can pay you can play a card, an instant or sorcery from the graveyard for its mana cost straight away. So like, let's say someone is playing a card, you can flash Snapcaster Mage and then play an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to counter it or destroy it right there. It's a good card. Delvers, although Ponder's not out, I still like that Delver, because hitting your opponent for a 3 on turn 2 just can't be passed up to me, to be honest. 1 Counterflux. This is actually should be sideboarded. There should be 4 Counterfluxes in the sideboard when you're playing other counter decks, so that they can't start a counter war with you. The 2 Dissipates. The Counterflux should actually be a Dissipate, and the Counterflux should be sideboarded. Dissipate is like cancel, counter target spell, except for it's you exile it instead. And then 3 Syncopates. It's an amazing early game counter. It's crucial for control decks, because let's say someone taps themselves out and you want to counter them, you just counter it unless you pay 1. And then it also exiles instead of going to the graveyard. Rewind. It's a great late game counter, because you pay 4, although that's expensive, you untap 4 lands if it resolves, meaning you can just untap the mana that you paid for it. Azuria's Charms, you can return. Let's say you want to either attack someone or someone's attacking you. They won't be able to block or attack because its effect is creatures you control gain lifelink, which I've never used. Draw a card, I rarely use that, but the thing I use the most is put target attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library, which I I use this so if I want to attack with a huge guy, right when they choose a blocker, I can just return it to the top. Or let's say I'm tapped out and I don't have any counters on me or anything. If they play a huge creature, I can just return to the top of the deck so I have another chance to counter it. 2 Pillar of Flames. I think 2 is my amount just to get out those pesky either creatures that have like scavenge or creatures that are just annoying and keep coming back from the graveyard. Yeah, because it exiles, by the way. So, Searing Spear is good card. 1 red and a colorless to deal 3 damage to target creature or player. Mizzium Mortars, it's an alright card. I like the option of having to be able to overload it just in case. Detention Spheres it basically exiles a non-land permanent unless they destroy enchantment. 3 spheres and an O-ring. 2 Steam Vents, pay 2 to play it untapped. 2 Sulphur Falls. 2 Hallowed Fountains. 2 Glacial Fortresses, 4 Glacial Fortresses. 2 Guild Gates. These are proxies for Hallowed Fountains. So, yeah, you just need to get Hallowed Fountains. 3 full art islands. 5 for mountains. And 4 for plains. So that's the deck right there. And then the sideboard, it's not really great of a sideboard because it's not like a real sideboard, but Mizzium Mortars, 2 Live Sky Knights, 2 Rewinds. If I'm playing another counter deck, I don't know. If I'm playing a game that's going to last a while, I'll usually play a Rewind, an extra Rewind. Judge's Familiar is good. 1 drop to counter if you sack it. Gilded Lotus, Pithing Needle. I need to get actually 4 of these for the sideboard. So that's it. If you are interested in the deck, you can contact me in the comments or you can PM me. So yeah, send me an offer. I do take cash. I honestly don't like using PayPal because I've gotten scammed over it multiple times. And I'm pretty trusted because I used to trade Yu-Gi-Oh in here, so I could probably piece together a vouch list or like a trade list or something if you don't trust me. But yeah, I'm actually making a new deck right now, and I'm waiting for Gatecrash to come out. So, I mean, this deck is amazing. I've won a few FNMs with it, and it just annoys the hell out of people. So yeah, if you're interested, send me a message or comment. Thanks.